On day 156 of our road trip, we run into trouble as our caravan hits the road, literally, because our wheel falls off. We get a tow back into Albany and spend a couple of days trying to find and then working with mechanics to get it fixed up so we can get back on the road and start our trip again. Well, we've just had a crazy experience. We've been making our way towards a free camp for the night. We've come down the road and we thought this might be it, so we just put on the brakes and pulled in. And all of a sudden there was a jolt and a whole bunch of sort of smoke behind us. And we've come out and our wheel has not only just come off the caravan, but each of these bolts has snapped. So we can't find our wheel, but
we're lucky to be alive.
We're lucky to be alive. We're just really lucky that I guess we put the brakes on as we'll pull into this thing, so we're not on the highway at the moment. We can set up a tent for the night. We've got mobile reception, which is really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were driving down the road and we wanted to turn into a park. And so I've just gently applied the brakes and then something has happened. Now you can see here, the wheel has come off, leading our van in that position. But we cannot find our wheel.
So the moon's coming up. It's getting a bit chillier and a bit darker. And we're stranded here on the side of the road.
So it's been 2 hours since the incident and we've had a few people pull over and offer a bit of help. The last fellow was very helpful. He found our wheel, which was on the other side of the road there, tucked away in the bushes, and knows a bit about mechanics and things, and says we're lucky to have not flipped it and still have all of our lives and be safe. So that's pretty amazing, it was that close. Waiting for the tow truck now, head back to Albany, and then we'll see what happens the rest of the trip.
Yep.
Yeah, almost.
The van securely fastened on top of the truck and we're about to say goodbye to it.
There she goes. There goes the Tanami.
Well, we're driving off now. The van in front of us instead of behind us.
Indeed.
And not knowing what's in store for the next leg of our journey. But we're heading back to Albany for tonight. We're in a little cabin. And we're going to try and work out what on earth we're going to do today. Our van is still on the back of the tow truck, but he said he doesn't want it there for more than a day or two.
No, we're trying to find a repairer.
Yeah. Hard to get parts though, especially during COVID. So we'll see how we go. We think we'll go to all the mechanics in person because we think that might have more success, especially with the kids there. So it's been a bit of a mission to find a place that can actually fit us in, but this mechanic here has said he can do it today, so fingers crossed he can find the parts. So we've dropped in to check out how the van's going.
Relatively promising. Parts seem to be coming along okay for the hubs and the bearings. Just trying to find the studs at the moment. So with any luck it might be back on the road this afternoon.
Wow, amazing. So we're back in our humble little abode after a day of touring around Albany looking for mechanics, and you're looking very relaxed, Mark.
It was a successful day. We found a mechanic who would take us in, so to speak. He's been able to re-thread the new nuts and everything and put some bolts in, get our wheel back on the caravan.
Woohoo!
And I've driven it back here.
I'm amazed in a day that we managed to achieve that.
Needs to go in for a wheel alignment tomorrow, which he's sort of teed up for us, so it'll happen late tomorrow afternoon, and fingers crossed they don't discover anything untoward. But at this stage, it's a remarkable turnaround from where we were about 24 hours ago.
Yeah, it could be a little...
Alright, so we're about to start our journey east again from Albany. We had a bit of luck finding repairers who could squeeze us in, so everything apparently is fixed.
It's still really unclear why our wheel came off, because the most likely explanation was that it was done up too tightly, but Mark certainly didn't do it up too tightly because he just did it by hand, so
Yeah,
it's a bit scary.
Yeah, I've just checked against the torque meter one, there's no way I could have done it that tight. And anyway, we're about to hit the road, but as I say, we're actually not hitting the road hopefully this time.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've had the new wheel, the wheel fitted back on, balancing done, and yeah, fingers crossed it was just a freak event that never happens again. So we're just approaching the pullover spot where we had our little incident the other day.
Yeah, a few nerves in the stomach. Doesn't feel great driving along this section again.
No.
That happened last time. Kilometre to go. It's a bit of a bumpy road. We had wondered whether we should have been feeling something in the caravan before it happened, but it was just, towing like normal. And today's, I guess, a consolidation that, it was just feeling this bumpiness of the road.
Yeah, and so we start coming down a hill here, and I'd already seen the pull over 1 kilometre, so I suspect, Mark, you'd started slowing down.
Yeah.
And then it was, should we just pull in again?
Yeah.
Just to relive it? So
Yeah.
here it is here. Hopefully not relive the whole thing. So this is the pull in here. So we slowed down.
And can we see any sign on the bitumen?
Yep, there it is.
Oh, there it is, yeah. So
That's where it came off,
it's about
right
here.
there.
Clunk. Okay, so I was probably doing about 30k an hour. Would have been a very similar speed.
Yeah, so there you go.
Hmm.